Hello friends. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln 1-cent coins as we explore the 6 most valuable and ultra-rare United States Lincoln pennies ever discovered. These small copper coins may look ordinary, but some hold incredible stories. And even more incredible price tags, these Lincoln cents carries a unique history and surprising value. So stay tuned as we uncover the details, values, and secrets behind these extraordinary coins that could still be hiding in plain sight. First up, we're exploring one of the most talked about and mysterious coins in U.S. history, the 1964 Lincoln Memorial Cent with the Denver D Mint mark. It might look like an ordinary penny, worn and darkened with age, but collectors know that some of these humble 1-cent coins can carry surprising value. Even in very dirty condition, a genuine 1964 D Lincoln cent with certain characteristics can spark strong interest among collectors, not just for its design, but for its place in a fascinating era of American coinage. So, let's take a deep look into what makes this little copper coin a piece of numismatic intrigue, and how it became one of the most discussed modern-era cents ever struck by the U.S. Mint. The year 1964 holds a unique spot in American minting history. It was a time of transition and growing change within the U.S. Mint. Silver coins were about to disappear from circulation, and the mint was under immense pressure to keep up with public demand for coinage during a national coin shortage. The Denver Mint, marked by the small d beneath the date, played a critical role in producing billions of coins that year, including more than 3.7 billion Lincoln Memorial cents. While that number may sound massive, only a fraction of those coins survive today in well-preserved or collectible condition. Most 1964 D cents were heavily circulated, stored carelessly, or ended up corroded and dark from decades of use, which makes uncirculated and error examples especially appealing. The design of the 1964 D Lincoln cent remains an enduring piece of American artistry. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, originally sculpted by Victor David Brenner in 1909, still crisp and iconic even after decades of circulation. You'll notice Lincoln's detailed features: the distinct cheekbone, the bow tie, and the subtle curve of the hair above the forehead, details that tend to soften or fade on worn coins. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands in bold symmetry, designed by Frank Gasparo to replace the earlier wheat ear design. When viewed closely under magnification, you can even spot the faint outline of Lincoln's statue within the memorial, a small but important detail that reveals the engraver's remarkable precision. What makes some 1964 D Lincoln cents rare is not just age, but survival in special conditions and the presence of unique minting traits. Over time, collectors have discovered examples with die cracks, off-center strikes, and even doubled die errors on both obverse and reverse sides. These minting anomalies, though rare, can dramatically increase a coin's desirability and price. Additionally, pieces that escape the harsh effects of oxidation, discoloration, or scratches are exceptionally difficult to find. In very dirty condition, many collectors see potential for restoration or professional conservation, though grading services often advise against cleaning to preserve originality. Collector interest in the 1964 D Lincoln cent runs deeper than its face value. It stands as a symbolic bridge between two eras, the long-running wheat cent legacy and the modern Lincoln Memorial series that dominated U.S. coinage for decades. Collectors are drawn to the 1964 D for its role as the last copper-based cent before major compositional changes began in later years. Its aesthetic appeal, historical context, and mint variations have given it steady popularity in both U.S. and international markets. In terms of market value, the 1964 D Lincoln Memorial cent can surprise you. Most worn and dirty examples are worth slightly above face value, usually between $1,000 to $5,000 depending on condition and appearance. However, coins with clear strikes, full details, or recognized errors can command higher premiums. Uncirculated pieces with original red luster graded MS 65 or higher often sell between $2,500 and $10,000, while rare double die or die crack varieties have sold at auction for several $100s. Exceptional pieces with verified minting anomalies or unique toning patterns have occasionally reached into the thousands, particularly if certified by NGC or PCGS. Market demand tends to rise for original, uncleaned coins that retain natural coloration and authenticity. For collectors hoping to find or identify a valuable 1964 D penny, a few simple strategies can make a big difference. Focus first on condition. Coins with visible mint luster, sharp rims, and minimal spotting are always more desirable. Look for full, well-defined lettering on Liberty, and In God We Trust. And pay close attention to the D mint mark, where small die variations can reveal hidden rarity. Using magnification and good lighting, inspect for doubling on the date or memorial columns. The 1964 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent stands as more than just another copper coin. It's a reminder of a changing America and a key collectible in the long-running Lincoln Cent series. Its history, design, and occasional rarity make it a fascinating piece for both new hobbyists and seasoned collectors. If you've ever wondered whether that old penny in your pocket change could be special, this one proves it's worth taking a closer look. Stay tuned, because next we'll explore another extraordinary cent that's capturing collectors' attention, a coin whose hidden value might surprise you even more. And secondly, we're talking about the United States 1963 Lincoln Memorial Cent with the Denver D Mint mark. Stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after coins in United States numismatics. Struck at the Denver Mint during the early 1960s, this small copper coin has grown into a remarkable treasure among collectors for its historical charm, classic design, and occasional rare varieties. Even when found in dirty or circulated condition, certain examples of this coin can command exceptional attention in the market, especially when they display unique minting anomalies or remain well-preserved beneath years of patina. For coin enthusiasts and serious numismatists, the 1963 D. Lincoln Cent is far more than just a 1-cent piece. It is a living artifact that bridges the legacy of Abraham Lincoln with a transformative era in American history. Historically, the 1963 D. Lincoln Cent marks the final chapter before a major shift in U.S. coinage. It was among the last issues composed of 95% copper before the mint transitioned to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. Minted in Denver, Colorado, under the D Mint mark, this cent represents the continued production of the Lincoln Memorial design that had been introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday. The early 1960s were a period of post-war optimism and economic growth, and this coin circulated during an era when the U.S. Mint was refining coin production technologies. Each piece served as a small but meaningful reflection of the nation's enduring respect for its 16th president, whose memorial stood proudly on the reverse, a symbol of unity and perseverance. The coin's design, created by Victor David Brenner and Frank Gasparo, holds enduring appeal. On the obverse, Lincoln's profile faces right with sharp detail, his name and the motto, "In God We Trust" above, Liberty to the left, and the date 1963, followed by the distinct D Mint mark to the right. The reverse showcases Gasparo's detailed engraving of the Lincoln Memorial, flanked by United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, with 1 cent below. The intricate architecture of the memorial reveals even the seated statue of Lincoln within its columns when examined under magnification, a feature that adds immense artistic value. Measuring 19 millimeters in diameter and weighing 3.11 grams, the 1963 D. Lincoln Cent is a modest yet iconic example of precision and patriotic symbolism in American coinage. While millions of these coins were minted, over 1.7 billion to be exact, certain pieces stand apart for their rarity. Collectors often seek examples exhibiting minting errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks, RPM varieties. These anomalies, though rare, transform a simple penny into a significant collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The condition also plays a decisive role in value. Uncirculated examples with full red luster or proof-like surfaces are scarce and highly desirable. In contrast, finding one in very dirty condition that still retains strong detail beneath the surface can intrigue collectors for its raw authenticity and potential restoration value. The market value of the 1963 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent varies widely based on condition and variety. A standard circulated example might be worth only face value, but a high-grade mint state specimen with deep red color can reach prices from $1,000 to $3,000. Coins with visible doubling, rare die varieties, or significant minting errors can command between $1,000 and $8,000 in top condition. These values are supported by auction results and private collector sales where pristine and unique examples have fetched remarkable premiums. The steady demand for mid-century Lincoln cents continues to push values upward, especially for Denver-minted pieces that remain well-struck and free of heavy marks. For collectors pursuing the 1963 D Lincoln cent, patience and attention to detail are key. Prioritize examples graded and certified by trusted services such as PCGS or NGC, as these ensure authenticity and accurate assessment. When inspecting raw coins, focus on the clarity of Lincoln's cheekbone, jawline, and hair details. These high points often wear first. Look carefully for repunched mint marks or doubling around the date and lettering, which can indicate a valuable variety. Always store coins in protective holders, away from humidity and direct light, to prevent corrosion or further tarnish. Even coins found in dirty condition can benefit from proper preservation, as professional conservation may reveal underlying brilliance. Beyond its numismatic worth, the 1963 D Lincoln cent carries emotional and historical weight that adds to its charm. It connects modern collectors to a time when a single cent held real purchasing power and circulated widely across an optimistic America. Every coin tells a story, perhaps of pocket change spent at a 1960s diner or a child's first penny collection, and this depth of history enhances its appeal. For those who appreciate the artistry of American coinage, this cent embodies the craftsmanship and precision of mid-20th century minting at its finest. In recent years, collectors have rediscovered the potential of these older Lincoln Memorial cents as affordable yet rewarding investments. Their accessible entry price and strong historical backing make them ideal for both beginners and experienced numismatists. When a 1963 D Lincoln cent shows rare features or exceptional eye appeal, it quickly becomes a prized possession that blends nostalgia with tangible value. As the supply of untouched examples diminishes, demand continues to rise among those who recognize the importance of preserving pieces of the nation's numismatic past. The 1963 D Lincoln Memorial cent remains a timeless blend of history, artistry, and rarity. From its proud depiction of Lincoln to its subtle varieties and enduring composition, this coin symbolizes both America's heritage and its evolving coinage tradition. Whether found in a forgotten drawer or secured in a collector's case, it stands as a prized treasure and a tangible link to the early 1960s. For those who seek to own a meaningful piece of U.S. history, the 1963 D Lincoln cent offers a captivating combination of beauty, legacy, and value, making it a true gem in the world of coin collecting. And thirdly, we deep dive into the world of truly rare and valuable coinage most people would simply overlook or dismiss as pocket change. A 1966 Lincoln Memorial cent without a mint mark. Its face value is just 1 cent, and in this particular case, it is covered in a heavy, dark layer of grime and environmental damage. Yet, this specific coin is one of the most famous and sought-after errors in all of modern American numismatics. A 1966 Lincoln cent struck on the wrong planchet, specifically a 95% copper planchet intended for the year 1965. This makes it an incredible anomaly, a coin that breaks the established narrative of its own series, and for that reason, it is a centerpiece for any advanced Lincoln cent collection, representing a monumental minting error that has captivated specialists for decades. To fully grasp why this coin is such an enigma, we have to travel back to the mid-1960s. The United States was in the midst of a coinage change, a direct response to rising silver and copper prices. In 1965, the mint officially stopped striking cents in the traditional 95% copper composition, switching to a copper-plated zinc composition that we still see today. They also removed mint marks entirely from all coins from 1965 to 1967 to discourage speculative hoarding. So by the year 1966, no 95% copper cents should have been in production. However, a small number of the old copper planchets, likely from a single forgotten bin at the Philadelphia Mint, somehow remained in the press hoppers and were struck with 1966 dated dies. This created a handful of these transitional errors, making them instant legends and permanent fixtures in the era variety catalogs. The design itself is the familiar Lincoln Memorial cent, but its secret lies not in its design, but in its metallic composition. The obverse features the iconic Victor David Brenner portrait of Abraham Lincoln, with the motto, "In God We Trust," above his head and the word "Liberty" to the left. The date 1966 is positioned to the right, and crucially, there is no mint mark, as was standard for all coins of this era, confirming its origin as the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse shows the Frank Gasparro-designed Lincoln Memorial, complete with the tiny statue of Lincoln hidden within the columns. The real story, however, is revealed not by sight, but by sound and weight. A genuine 1966 copper cent will have a distinct, resonant ring when struck, unlike the dull clink of a copper-plated zinc coin, and it will weigh in at approximately 3.11 grams, a full half-gram heavier than the standard 1966 cent. When we talk about the rarity and survival of this particular coin, we are dealing with numbers so low they become the stuff of legend. It is estimated that perhaps only 24 or so genuine examples of the 1966 copper cent are known to exist. The vast majority of these were discovered in circulation, often many years after they were minted, having been mixed in with the billions of ordinary coins. This specific coin, in its very dirty and heavily circulated condition, tells a story of its own. It was likely passed from hand to hand for years, its incredible secret hidden beneath layers of grime and oxidation, completely unnoticed until a sharp-eyed individual, perhaps at a bank or in their own change, finally realized what they were holding. Every single known specimen is considered a major numismatic find, regardless of its state of preservation. The collector demand for this coin is absolutely stratospheric, and it stands out in the Lincoln Cent series not as a variety, but as a monumental mint error. It is the undisputed king of the mid-century memorial cents, a coin that every serious era collector or Lincoln Cent specialist dreams of owning. Its appeal transcends the series itself, drawing in collectors of rare mint errors, pattern coins, and transitional issues from all areas of numismatics. Owning a 1966 copper cent is akin to owning a piece of numismatic history that flagrantly broke the rules, a tangible artifact from a brief, chaotic period of change at the U.S. Mint, and that story is what fuels an intense and unwavering demand for the handful of coins known to exist. Now, let's talk about the numbers, because the market value for this coin in today's market is truly staggering, even for a coin in a low-grade and unattractive condition like this one. Given its status as one of the great rarities of modern American coinage, prices have soared into the realm of six figures. For a problem-free example that has been authenticated and graded by a service like PeaceGS or NGC, even in a lower grade such as Good 4 or Very Good 8, you can expect an auction value starting in the range of $40,000 to $60,000. For a specimen in a more presentable, mid-range condition, such as extremely fine 40, the price can easily climb to over $100,000, and for the finest known examples in mint state grades, the value can approach or even exceed $250,000 in a major auction setting. For any collector hoping to find one of these legendary coins, the task is monumental, but not entirely impossible. The first and most critical step is authentication. Due to the high value, numerous counterfeits and altered coins exist. You must only consider a coin that has been encapsulated and verified by a top-tier grading service like PeaceGS or NGC. Condition is always a factor, but with a coin this rare, simply owning a genuine example is the primary goal for most. Look for that characteristic weight of 3.11 grams and the distinctive reddish-orange color of copper that may peek through the wear and toning, unlike the silvery gray color of a zinc cent that has lost its plating. Your search should focus on original bank-wrapped rolls of 1966 pennies, or more realistically, by meticulously monitoring major auction houses and reputable coin dealers who specialize in rare error coins. This incredible premium for a coin in such a heavily worn and dirty state truly underscores the principle that rarity often trumps condition in the world of numismatics. While a brilliant uncirculated specimen of a common date is desirable, it cannot compare to the historical significance and sheer scarcity of a major mint error like this, even one that has seen extensive circulation and environmental damage. The most valuable and expensive United States, the 1966 copper Lincoln cent, is far more than just a 1-cent piece. It is a numismatic phantom, a coin that by all official accounts should never have been created. Its immense rarity, its fascinating backstory of a mint in transition, and its colossal market value cement its place as a trophy coin, an object of desire for the most dedicated collectors. It serves as a powerful reminder to look closely at every coin, no matter how common it may seem, because you never know when you might be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand, a true king of errors hiding in plain sight. And fourthly, we're exploring the most valuable and rare, the 1968 Lincoln Memorial Cent with the Denver D Mint mark. Stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece within the realm of numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its unique position in American coinage history. This particular coin represents a pivotal moment for the United States Mint and has evolved into a prized treasure for collectors who specialize in modern rarities. Its appeal is magnified by the specific circumstances of its production and the era it represents, making it a centerpiece for any advanced Lincoln Cent collection. The current market demand for this coin in any condition demonstrates its enduring legacy and the passionate pursuit by numismatists to secure a tangible piece of this historical narrative, driving its status far beyond that of a common 1-cent piece. The historical context of the 1968 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent is deeply intertwined with a significant transition in American minting practices. Following the removal of mint marks from circulating coinage in 1965 to discourage hoarding during the coin shortage, the Denver Mint reintroduced its D Mint mark to the cent in 1968, placing it prominently on the obverse below the date. This act marked the return of a key identifier for collectors and signified a restoration of order to the nation's coinage system. Struck during a period of profound social and political change in America, the 1968 D cent serves as a silent witness to the turmoil and transformation of the late 1960s, making it a tangible connection to a past that continues to shape the present. This coin's unique features are anchored in the classic Lincoln Memorial design that had been in use since 1959. The obverse features the enduring Victor David Brenner portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has inspired the nation for decades. The reverse showcases the intricate rendering of the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo, complete with the tiny statue of Lincoln visible within the monument's columns. On the 1968 D, the mint mark's placement on the obverse is a key identifier of this specific issue. While the coin's visual appeal is most dramatic in high-grade, lustrous conditions, even a specimen in very dirty condition displays the full, bold details of this iconic American design, with the grime often testifying to its long journey through circulation. When discussing the rarity and value of the 1968 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent, it is crucial to clarify that no business strike examples from this year and mint are considered ultra-rare in the absolute sense, as the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of pieces. The extreme value and notable rarity are associated exclusively with a single, legendary specimen. The unique 1968 D. Lincoln Cent struck on a silver dime planchet. This incredible era coin, the only one of its kind known to exist, was struck when a copper alloy cent blank was mistakenly replaced by a silver-clad planchet intended for a Roosevelt dime. This resulted in a coin that is noticeably smaller, lighter, and composed of a silvery metal, a dramatic and captivating error that stands alone in the series. Finding this coin in any condition would be the numismatic discovery of a lifetime, but its existence is what defines the ceiling for 1968 D cent rarity. The market value for a typical 1968 D Lincoln cent in very dirty condition is minimal, often considered face value, or a few cents to a dedicated collector filling a folder. However, the narrative shifts entirely when considering the legendary 1968 D dime planchet error. This singular coin exists in a realm of its own, with a value that is astronomical and difficult to precisely guiding due to its unique status. For a coin of such profound rarity and historical significance, plausible price ranges based on the sale of other unique error coins could easily see it command figures from $100,000 to well over $500,000 in a public auction, with the final price being dictated by the fervent competition among top-tier collectors and institutions. Its value is bolstered by its one-of-a-kind nature, its dramatic and visually obvious error, and its immense appeal as the ultimate condition census specimen for the entire 1968 D issue. For collectors aspiring to own a significant 1968 D cent, the pursuit should be focused on understanding and identifying potential varieties or errors, with the ultimate dream being the discovery of another planchet error. While finding another dime planchet cent is virtually impossible, collectors can diligently search for other, lesser repunched mint mark varieties or off-metal errors. The most practical advice is to prioritize coins that have been professionally certified and graded by leading third-party services, especially if a potential error is identified. This provides authentication, a definitive assessment of its condition, and ensures its marketability. For the hypothetical unique 1968 D on a dime planchet, its value is so immense that it would only be handled through major auction houses or private treaty sales among the most elite numismatic circles. Proper preservation is paramount for any valuable coin, and this is especially true for a coin as significant as the 1968 D-dime planchet error. While its silver composition is more resistant to the corrosive elements that affect copper, it should still be housed in a completely secure, inert environment. A permanent, sonically sealed holder from a service like PCGS or NGC is the only appropriate storage method, protecting it from atmospheric contaminants, physical damage, and unnecessary handling. Collectors should always hold such a coin by its edges, even within its holder, to maintain its integrity for future generations. Engaging with specialized error coin communities and clubs can also provide invaluable insights into the care and market trends for such an exceptional piece. The allure of the 1968 D. Lincoln cent, particularly in the context of its legendary error, is powerfully magnified by the fact that it represents an accessible series where true once-in-a-lifetime discoveries can still be made. Every single bag of old pennies sorted by a dedicated collector holds the infinitesimal, yet electrifying potential to reveal another monumental error, a dream that fuels the passion of numismatists everywhere. This enduring sense of possibility, coupled with the documented existence of the unique dime planchet specimen, elevates the entire 1968 D issue to a special tier of collectability, ensuring that even the most worn and dirty examples are scrutinized with a hopeful eye for the telltale signs of a planchet mix-up, making it a series that perpetually captivates and rewards the most diligent of enthusiasts. The 1968 D. Lincoln Memorial cent encompasses a broad spectrum of collectability, from the common circulated piece to the legendary unique error. It is the latter that truly represents the pinnacle of numismatic pursuit, a coin that masterfully blends a rich historical context with a breathtaking minting error and profound rarity. It stands not merely as a piece of currency, but as a prized treasure and a monument to the fascinating anomalies that can occur in the minting process. For the advanced collector, the pursuit of such a coin, or even the study of it, represents the most rewarding aspect of the hobby, offering a tangible and invaluable connection to a specific moment in American minting history. Its legendary status and unparalleled rarity ensure its place as one of the most desirable and captivating modern American coins, a jewel destined to be coveted by numismatists worldwide for generations to come. And at the end, we're exploring the most valuable and expensive United States, the 1973 Lincoln Memorial cent with the Denver D Mint mark. Struck at the Denver Mint, this coin might seem ordinary at first glance, especially if it's covered in dirt or shows signs of age. But for collectors and treasure hunters, appearances can be deceiving. Beneath that dull surface could lie an ultra-rare variety worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. While most 1973 D pennies are common, a few extraordinary error coins and high-grade examples have made headlines for their shocking auction prices. These coins remind collectors that the smallest piece of metal can hold life-changing value if you know what to look for. The 1973 D. Lincoln cent was minted during an era of transition and precision in American coinage. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse proudly displays Abraham Lincoln's timeless portrait, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, honoring one of America's most respected leaders. Over 3.5 billion of these coins were produced in Denver alone, yet only a handful stand out as true treasures. Rare minting errors, high-grade conditions, and unique die varieties can turn an otherwise ordinary penny into a collector's dream. Every coin tells a story, and the story of the 1973 D. Lincoln cent is one of hidden rarity, overlooked fortune, and the thrill of discovery. What makes some 1973 D. pennies worth small fortunes is not just their age, but the mistakes made during minting. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, and coins struck on the wrong planchet have all surfaced over time. For instance, some 1973 D cents were accidentally struck on brass or foreign planchets instead of the standard copper alloy. Others display clear doubling in Lincoln's profile or inscriptions, errors that make collectors go wild at auction. These varieties are so rare that when one appears, bidding wars erupt instantly. It's these imperfections that transform a 1-cent coin into a collector's jackpot. Condition plays another major role in determining the value of a 1973 D penny. a coin found in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially one graded MS-67 or higher, can command stunning prices. Collectors and investors are constantly searching for coins with full luster, sharp details, and flawless surfaces. Even a small scratch or sign of wear can drastically reduce its value. However, the market has shown that even dirty or circulated coins can bring surprising returns if they feature rare minting anomalies. This is why many collectors insist on checking every penny carefully before spending it or cleaning it, as doing so might destroy its true worth. In recent years, several examples of 1973 D. Lincoln cents with exceptional qualities have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Some ultra-rare era coins have fetched prices upward of $10,000, while a few high-grade examples have been known to approach 5 figures in value. Although not every coin from this year will reach such levels, the potential remains thrilling for anyone with a sharp eye and a little patience. The world of coin collecting thrives on stories like these, where an everyday penny can surprise its owner with unimaginable value. Beyond financial worth, the 1973 D. Lincoln cent holds a piece of American history. Minted during the post-Vietnam era, it carries with it the essence of a nation undergoing change. The Lincoln Memorial on the reverse stands as a symbol of unity and perseverance, qualities that still resonate today. Collectors often appreciate the historical context, just as much as the monetary value. For many, owning a coin like this isn't just about profit. It's about holding a tangible piece of American legacy, something that connects past generations to the present. The fascination with rare coins comes from the idea that fortune could be hiding in plain sight. That jar of old coins on your shelf, or that dusty box in the attic, might contain a hidden gem worth more than you imagine. Many coin collectors began their journey after discovering a rare coin in pocket change, leading them to explore deeper into numismatics. The 1973 D penny is one such example, a reminder that incredible wealth doesn't always come from gold bars or stock portfolios, but sometimes from the smallest coins forgotten in old drawers. Collectors around the world are always searching for that next big discovery, and the 1973 D. Lincoln cent continues to fuel that passion. Its combination of mass production and rare errors makes it one of the most exciting coins to hunt. Auction records, online sales, and collector forums are filled with stories of individuals who turned a few cents into thousands of dollars through careful examination and a bit of luck. It's a reminder that knowledge and attention to detail can unlock extraordinary opportunities, even in something as humble as a penny. If you find a 1973 D penny in your collection, resist the urge to dismiss it because it looks dirty or worn. Sometimes, that very coin could hold a secret, an error or die variation that most people overlook. Experts recommend using magnification to inspect details like the mint mark, date, and inscriptions. Look for doubling, off-center designs, or unusual coloration that might signal an error. If your coin stands out in any way, it may be worth professional appraisal or grading, as that small investment could reveal a fortune hiding under years of grime. The true magic of the 1973 D. Lincoln Memorial cent lies in its ability to transform perception. What most people see as a common, dirty coin, seasoned collectors recognize as a potential hidden masterpiece. Many life-changing discoveries have started this way. An old coffee can filled with spare change, a forgotten drawer, or a coin inherited from a grandparent's collection. One simple glance at the right coin under the right light can uncover doubling in the inscriptions, or an unusual strike that signals rarity beyond imagination. The thrill of realizing that a single penny could be worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, creates a sense of mystery and excitement unmatched in any other hobby. It's not just about luck, it's about awareness and curiosity. Every collector who ever struck gold in the world of numismatics started by asking the same simple question. What if this coin is different? And sometimes, that question leads straight to a fortune. The true magic of the 1973 D. Lincoln Memorial cent lies in its ability to transform perception. What most people see as a common, dirty coin, seasoned collectors recognize as a potential hidden masterpiece. Many life-changing discoveries have started this way. An old coffee can filled with spare change, a forgotten drawer, or a coin inherited from a grandparent's collection. One simple glance at the right coin under the right light can uncover doubling in the inscriptions, or an unusual strike that signals rarity beyond imagination. The thrill of realizing that a single penny could be worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, creates a sense of mystery and excitement unmatched in any other hobby. It's not just about luck, it's about awareness and curiosity. So before you spend that old penny, take a closer look. The 1973 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent may not look like much, but it could be your ticket to incredible wealth. Stories of collectors who turned pocket change into five-figure payouts are not myths. They're proof that patience, curiosity, and awareness can change your financial future. Coins like these remind us that history and value often go hand in hand, and that even the most ordinary objects can carry extraordinary worth. In today's market, where ultra-rare coins are reaching record prices, that dirty old 1973 D penny might just make you a millionaire overnight.